Good morning. Today's Tuesday. It's 7:22 a.m. I got an offer from DoorDash to go to Sprouts and shop for 19 items, I believe. Could be 18. I can't see now. I'm going to get $19 for 9.5 miles. It is 18 items. So, yeah, I was at home for about 30 minutes waiting for this one to come in. I turned the app on a little bit later than normal. I had some errands I had to do this morning. So, so I started a little bit late, but no big deal. The goal today is to make $50, but it's highly doubtful I'm going to make it today, only because I'm going to do offers that they can't be any less than $10, $2 every mile, and I can't work past 10:30 a.m. today. So for those reasons, I don't know if I'm going to hit it or not, but I'm going to try to hit it as best I can while still keeping that $10 minimum. So we'll see how it goes. Yesterday was easy to hit the goal really fast because it was Memorial Day yesterday. And when it's Memorial Day, everybody's at home and they don't want to go out. And they also are a little bit more generous because they're sympathetic because they know you're working on a holiday. So it's just easier. But now it's officially, not a holiday. It's a regular work day. And I have this feeling today that people are just not going to be as generous. And they're probably not going to need the service as much. So maybe I'll hit $30 or $40 today. I don't know. This is a good start, though. I mean, this is a good one. This is going to get me near $20 for just one job, and that's almost halfway to the goal. So it's possible. I mean, maybe I'll hit it. It's always so hard to know for sure what's going to happen every day because you never know when the next good offer is going to come in. And nothing else too exciting to report. It's just sort of like a regular day. I'm glad it's going to be, I'm glad I got a long weekend. I had what was it? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So it was a 4-day weekend essentially, where people were really generous with the tips, and it made for an easy 4-day weekend overall. I mean, other than that one customer, I think it was on Sunday at Walgreens that decided to cancel the order and made me had to work harder. Other than that, it was a not too shabby 4-day weekend. All right, we finally made it over here to Sprouts. It doesn't look busy at all. I'm just gonna park over here and then we're gonna shop. All right, let's do it. Organic strawberries. Spring water. Spring water. Fruit punch. Tropical punch. Guava juice. Tangerine juice. Apple juice. Substitute raspberry lemonade. Organic bananas. Organic mini watermelon. Organic green grapes. Marble cake. Substitute Tropicana orange juice. I am all over the store today. Last item, pineapple. Oh, it's the full cart. Oh boy, we got ourselves a long line. Alright everybody, well, we're finally on our way. The time is 8 a.m. and 19-minute drive to go. 8-mile drive. Customer, we're going to be going to a house, and the customer said it's a hand it to me. I will add extra tip after order is received. Please meet me in front of my avenue. Meet me at my front door on Avenue something. Boy, they put a lot of instructions. GPS will lead you to the garage on this street. Okay, so it's really confusing, their instructions. Their instructions say, meet me at my front door on Avenue. GPS will lead you to the garage on this street. So there, obviously it's one of these houses that's really confusing for the drop off. And apparently their street address leads me to the back of their house where their garage is. And the front of their house is a completely different street name. And that's why they are saying this. I had one of those yesterday where the address for the location led me to the garage, but I had to leave it at the front door. And when I got to the front door, the street name was a completely different name than what the than what the app said their address was. So it's very, very confusing place, I have to say. And looks like it's going to probably be in a similar area, because I think the last time I dropped off, it was also in this very similar area that's showing up on the map. I think that was yesterday or the day before. I don't remember. It's all a blur. And this customer sure ordered a lot of heavy things. The majority of all the items were heavy liquids, water and juices and you name it. So it's just really heavy. So I don't know. I'm hoping that wherever I park, it's close to the front door. And if not, I'll have to use my flatbed cart because it's just a lot of heavy stuff. The worst part of this delivery was the waiting at the checkout. The person in front of me was an Instacart shopper. Her cart was stacked to the brim, and she was shopping for, I think, 2 or 3 different customers. So it was creating a situation for me that was not pleasant. And she even had a special item that she wanted to buy just for herself. And when the Instacart shopper rang up the item for herself, she remembered she didn't bring her credit card with her. So she couldn't pay for her own item. And that also delayed me again, because then they had to, undo the checkout process for that item. So it was a real mess. I don't know. It just seemed like an eternity before I got out of that store. Let's see when I first got this offer. 7:20. So total of 40 minutes just inside of the Sprouts. I knew it was a long time. It really felt like I was in there for an eternity. So this one I'm not going to be making, looks like I'll be making $19 to $20 an hour, unless the customer actually does increase the tip, which I would be surprised if they did. I'd really be surprised. A lot of times when they say they're going to increase the tip, those are the ones that don't. Usually the ones that do increase the tip don't even mention the fact that they're going to increase the tip. They just do it. You just get that surprise extra money that comes into your account. So yeah, I'm not the app sent me the wrong way. Whatever. I hate going this way. It really took me the wrong way. Gosh darn it. It's too late now. Now I have to drive an extra half a mile because the stupid app had me go this way. I should have really looked. Well, nothing I can do now. It's too late. If I go back the other way, it still puts an extra half a mile on my time. What a bummer. Oh well. Just go with the flow, I say. Just keep on going. Keep on keeping on. This is not a pleasant delivery. I thought it was going to be real simple, but so many things went wrong in this order. So many of the items the customer wanted, they weren't in stock. And then the customer added on stuff while I was in there. They added on those that marble cake, which was on the complete opposite end of the store. And then they kept asking me all these questions like, do they have any other kind of orange juice? And I was asking them, would you accept a regular pineapple versus an organic pineapple? And there was a lot of back and forth with the customer on this one, much more than normal. And of course that led to more stress and more legwork, walking back and forth to get everything they needed. And so all in all, this was very unpleasant, and I was hoping the delivery would be a simple leave at the door, since everything has already been so terrible with this order. But no, even the drop-off's going to have more pain to come, so it's going to have to just get through it. Sometimes these types of things happen, and there's nothing you can do. You know, there's no way for me to know what I'm going to be dealing with when it comes to these assignments. Sometimes it involves problems at the store. Sometimes it involves traffic to get to the drop-off. Sometimes it involves the actual customer at the drop-off location. And sometimes it's all three of them at the same time. So yeah, it's just a part of the job, so you've just got to deal with it. Oh boy, it'll be in the past soon enough. That Walgreens order that I did the other day, where I had to, just cancel the order. I don't know which one was more painful now. I think the Walgreens one was more painful, because I only ended up with $4. So I vote worst one so far in recent memory is still going to be that Walgreens order, where I had to deal with that canceling of that order and only getting $4. This one, at least I know at the minimum I'm getting $19, which is fine for the miles. And I'm gonna try. I have to try my best to maintain my level of professionalism when I drop this off, so the lady doesn't sense how irritated I am when I drop this off. Because it's not the customer's fault that this is. I mean, this customer is not doing anything outside of the bounds of what is acceptable for an order. It's just that it's a lot more than on average. That's all. So they're not breaking any rules or doing anything unprofessional or making it harder for me on purpose. It's just on average, customers are usually so easygoing, and the drop-offs are usually so simple that I don't usually have this many hurdles to jump over to get the money. Normally it's like maybe one hurdle, maybe two hurdles. So yeah, there are some pluses to this situation. There's no gate, as far as I know. There's no gate code. It's not an apartment, so there are some pluses. So I've got to remind myself that it's not all 100% horrible. The weather right now is getting hotter. We have a heat warning in the weather forecast today. The temperature is currently 80 degrees, and I guess it's supposed to get into the hundreds today. And we'll see what happens with that. I only got about 2.5 hours left in my shift, so I won't be hitting the full peak heat while I'm working. So thank goodness for that. And at least the temperature right now is only 80. It's not like super extremely hot, so it's not that bad. I hate going this way. I always burn more gas going this way because of this hill. I mean, right now I'm going just all downhill right now, which is fantastic, but in order for me to go all downhill like this, I had to climb uphill all the way, and that ruined my gas mileage. Right now I'm only getting 41 miles to the gallon, which is really bad. All because of this hill that I didn't necessarily have to climb. If I would have went the other way, it would have been a shorter drive, and it would have been less hill that I would have had to have climbed. And the only reason why the app took me this way is because it's like 1 minute faster than going the other way, because the speed limit in one section of the road is like 35 miles an hour, which nobody really drives. Everybody drives much faster in that section. So it's actually the same time, but the darn app doesn't know that. And I really should have looked to see which way where the drop off was before I made the call on which route to take. Oh boy, hope this customer is not going to be difficult. Hope they're not going to cause me any more headaches than they already have. Traffic up here is a little bit busier than normal. It's technically rush hour. I mean, it's a little bit after 8 now, 8:12. So a lot of the people that are out and about right now are heading off to work. Oh, thank goodness I don't have to deal with the traffic circle coming up. That's one good thing. They're doing major construction. They're converting the traffic circle up ahead to a regular intersection with lights. Oh boy, can I make a left? Oh boy. What's happening? Don't stress. Don't stress. Just take it one moment at a time. It's gonna be okay. Everyone's going to live. This will soon be in the past. I gotta give myself a pep talk. It's like, don't worry about all these heavy things you've got to transport, and we'll work it out when we get there, and it's gonna be a-okay. If I was a new driver doing this assignment, man, I would be so stressed out. But luckily, because I have enough experience doing this, it's not really stressing me out as much as just the anticipation. I still got a lot of anticipation of what's to come. That's what it is. Like, everything's fine. Traffic is a-okay. I'm driving along. The navigation's guiding me there. I know that whatever the navigation is taking me to is not exactly where I need to go, so I know that I just have to watch out for that, and I should be just fine. I just got to make sure I know that their house address is different from where it's taking me, so once I get all that figured out and I park in front of their house to the right drop-off spot, I know it's going to be just fine. We got just 0.4 miles to go. We're almost there. We're almost at the point where I got to keep my eyes peeled for the proper location for wherever the heck their house is. So I know it's going to be tricky, or they wouldn't have mentioned it. So they said the street they're actually on is called, going to be called, okay, make a left here, it's coming up. Oh no, it's one of these. Oh, we're in trouble. No wonder they tip extra. It says, meet me at my front door. Alright. I'm looking. I don't want to F this up. I see it. You turn around. Alright, here. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. Oh boy. Alrighty then. Continue dashing. Let's activate the Uber Eats. Uber Eats activated. How did I get here? How did I get here and how do I get back home? Boy. So that went just fine. I was still not sure that I was at the right house. I was like, is this the right house? Am I in the right place? I really was not 100% certain. $6, 4.4 miles. I really was not certain if I was in the right place or not. Even though the address number was correct and the mapping pin, because of all the instructions they gave, it made me hesitant about dropping off. So I just put a couple of bags at the door, rang the doorbell. Nobody answered the door at first. And so I sent them a message saying I'm here. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, if I'm not at the right house, they're going to say, I don't see you. Where are you? I thought, oh, Lord, I'm going to be all stressed. But no, I was in the right place, so it worked out just fine. But I was definitely starting to wonder, shoot, which way do I go now? I am so turned around. Go this way? I am so turned around, I can't even tell you. Oh wow, whatever. I'll just keep moving along. So anyway, they did come out, and now I've got $19.25 in my pocket, and that took me an hour to complete. So I made like $19 an hour for that job. So it's like whatever, just normal. And I'll let you know if the app sends me a message saying that they added a tip or added more money to the order. But so far, nothing. Because I'll get a text message or some type of message saying that they've added more to added a additional tip. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And now I'm gonna just make the long drive back home. I'm not gonna park anywhere or anything. Lately, I haven't felt like parking anywhere and waiting that 5 minutes for an order to come in. I just want to just go back home and chill out. It makes it easier for me to wait for $10 orders to come in. Because sometimes it's a long wait for a $10 order. I'll get like $14, 10 miles. I'll get like offers that come in that are borderline and under the minimum. So I'll be like, oh, $9 for only 3 miles, and I'll be tempted to take it. Or I mean, like right now, like if I saw a lower than $10 offer come in and the miles were good, I would probably just jump on it because of where I'm at right now. I'm so far from anything. But once I get home, that whole thinking changes, and I'm just like, well, I'm comfortable. I'm not gonna get off of this sofa until I get something that's exactly what I want. But right now it's the opposite. Right now I'm desperate. I'm like, oh, can you send me anything, please? Because right now I'm just burning gas and I'm not making any money. $7.67 to shop for 3 items.
It's only 2.1 miles. I guess. It's only 3 items. See what I mean? See what I mean? Look what I've just accepted. I'll tell you about it right now. Let me pause my DoorDash. DoorDash paused. Alright, I got the next one from Uber Eats. Hold on. My app is malfunctioning. I got the next offer from Uber Eats. I'm going to get $7.67 for 2.1 miles to go to Albertsons and shop for 3 items. Whew. Okay, that was a mouthful. I'm still winded from transporting all those groceries. Alright, where's the door to get in? I always park over here. I'm just going to park where I normally park. It's just 3 items, so I don't think I'm going to even need a shopping cart. I hope it's not water. Let's go in. Mixed grape cup. Mandarin oranges. Huggies, pull-ups. We're done. Let's go. No problems inside of Albertsons. Smooth. No issues whatsoever. Everything was A-okay. The time is 8:29. I was in and out of there in no time. Now we're traveling 6 minutes, 1.8 miles. We're gonna go to a house. It's a leave at the door. Front door is on Main Side Street. Oh boy, it's another one. Another one where the house doesn't make sense where it's at. House is on Main Side Street. What could that mean? These cryptic instructions. House is on. Oh my gosh, should we go back to the same house? These directions are taking me almost so far exactly to the house that we were just at. I'm like, maybe somebody else ordered something and I just happened to get stuck with it. Oh no, it's not. It's a different house. Same area though, but different house. I can tell by what I see on the map that it's a different house. Thank goodness. I don't want to go back there again. Oh yeah, so yeah, no problems in there. Everything was fine. Sometimes I get a little bit worried about when I buy diapers because they come in so many different sizes and for ages, leakages, and I'm always worried I'm going to grab the wrong one. And the barcode worked just fine, so once the barcode goes through and it gives me the green check mark, I know I did right. So I'm like, well, it's all good. No problems. I was really hoping this offer would take me closer to home, not back where I was just at. Not taking me further into enemy territory. Oh boy. And the traffic's starting to build up. It's 8:31. Traffic is starting to build over here. I really don't like being near this traffic circle. It is nothing but problems. Everybody, I can tell that all the cars are trying to avoid it because it's either the circle is closed right now for construction, or people get so stressed driving it because it's so dangerous, which is why I avoid it. It just feels very dangerous right now with them having all kinds of cones everywhere, and sometimes it says you can't travel south because the south direction's closed and you have to go all the way out of your way and make a U-turn to get back on track. So lots of problems right now over in this area. Normally this area is so peaceful and easy to just get around. Not right now, not with all the construction. It is the complete opposite. So once again, we gotta make sure I'm dropping off at the right location, and since this is a leave at the door, I'm sure I'm gonna have my doubts if I'm dropping off at the right spot. Usually when I'm really hesitant about where I'm dropping off, I'll stand real far back from the house so I get the entire house in the picture, and make sure the address number is there. So that way, if I'm at the wrong address, the customer can just head on over to the house. They'll be like, oh, I know where this house is, because that's where stuff gets accidentally dropped off at all the time. Oh boy. What is going on here? This doesn't seem right at all. None of the houses are facing the right direction on the road. Yep. It's taking me the wrong way. Let me go in here. The navigation was totally taking me the wrong way. Oh man. Thank goodness I saw it. $6, 7 miles. You almost got me. You almost got me. What are these, townhouses? These look like townhouses. This is all brand new construction. Okay, it's gonna be on the right, it says. I don't see it yet. It's supposed to be on this road. Where are you? Alright, I see the garage. Do they have a front door? No, there's no front door. Fantastic. I'm gonna park in right here. Another confusing drop off. Alright, it is 1, 2, 3. It's the 4th garage. Thank you. Here, and then we're gonna go on in. I gotta do some walking. Let's go. I almost missed it. If I wouldn't have made that turn, it would have been a long drive to get back over here. There was no easy U-turn whatsoever to come back. It's like the navigation just wanted me to stay on the road that I was on, which was right where the front door was, but there's no parking. There's no parking. It's basically, I would have had to just pass the house, go probably a half a mile further down, and then make a U-turn and come back. Just because of the way it's situated. I don't think there was an easy way to come on back. All right, now what should I do? Let's see. I guess I'll go right. I don't even know where I'm at. I'm turned around at the moment, so I'm not sure how to get back to the Albertsons at the moment. Guess I make a right here. Oh yeah, I think so. I think this is where I go. I'm sort of turned around right. Oh, I'm at that darn traffic circle. Oh no, I'm at the dreaded traffic circle that they're doing construction on. I gotta make a right at the next turn, and the traffic's probably all backed up because no one knows how to deal with this right now. All the construction has made it even worse to navigate this situation. Just throw my blinker on. Just do the best I can here. This is going to be a bit of a mess. All the cars are already backing up. Nobody knows exactly how to deal with the situation. It looks like the other side's closed. Oh no, it's not closed. There's still cars coming on the other side. Oh, they got a stop sign now too. Shoot. Okay, good. Normally they have the right of way and they try to crash into me. They got to stop just like I do. All right, so we're back on course now. Heading back towards the Albertsons, but I'm heading for home. I mean, unless something good comes in. Whew, boy. So yeah, so that drop off definitely had another level of difficulty to it because of the way the house was situated. The street name for the house led you just to the back side of the house that did not have the front door. It was just the garage. And they were all townhomes, so it was almost very similar to an apartment complex where I had to walk completely around the structure to get to their front door. So that house was much more like an apartment or just like a townhouse than anything else. In fact, it was a townhouse. Oh man, traffic. It's getting a little bit cloudy now. So much for the blue skies. There's no chance of rain today, but I guess it's just a little bit cloudy today. And the app is quiet. Nothing's coming in. No word from that customer about raising the tip. No surprise. I'm not at all expecting them to actually raise the tip because, you know, I think that was probably old information, and they probably just use it as an incentive, a carrot stick. They put out a carrot to lure drivers to think, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a great job at delivery and they're gonna pay me more money, and then surprise, you don't get any more money than what was promised. I think it's kind of mean to put that kind of thing in to your delivery instructions. That you put carrots into your delivery instruction, and they're not carrots that you're actually going to be giving out. They're just there to mess with the minds of the driver, to think, oh, if I'm really nice to this person, maybe they'll give me an extra couple of bucks. And the customer's thinking the whole time, sucker, they fell for it again. We suckered another one. They should put, the next customer should just put, if you deliver this on time, I might give you $1 million. They should put that in there. The drivers would drive like crazy to get down there like it's a lottery ticket. Maybe they're serious. Maybe they're going to give me $1 million tip. And the customer's just laughing, watching the little icon go super fast down the road to get to their house. Oh, these customers are too much. Telling you, every single place I go and every day I do this job, there's always something new that happens. There's never a shortage of entertainment that occurs with this job. Alright, so we got 7 and 19, we got $26 and change now. So we're halfway to the goal, and the time is 8:42. And like I said, I've got to stop working at 10:30. So basically we got a little over 90 minutes to go until the shift is over. And it looks, right now it's starting to look like I'm only going to make money somewhere in the mid to upper 30s for today. Not going to be an easy day to make money just based on so far what I'm seeing. And I currently have 16 and a half miles on the car. I'm getting 55 miles to the gallon, $3.40 for 7 miles. So far it looks like, yeah, upper 30s is what I'm starting to think, unless we hit a big one. If we hit another $20 one, well, we're set. We're easily going to be so close to 50, it's fine. Sometimes I do think that I should just wait for a $20 offer, but that's a big gamble. $20 offers do not come in every day. Sometimes you can sit on the app for 8 or 10 hours and you'll never get a $20 offer. The closest you'll get maybe is a $15 offer. So it's like, whenever you set these limitations on what kind of orders you're going to get, you're taking a greater chance that you may not get what you're looking for. Because I've had really slow days where nothing but $5, $6, and $7 offers came in. not even $8 offers came in for the entire day. And that's just the chance you take. And I just go based on history. So like based on what I've experienced, I know that I should be able to get at least 2 to 3 $10 offers in a day, and during my window. So at the very least, I should be able to make, $30, somewhere in the 30s. And I know on average, though, usually I'm able to successfully achieve my goal. If I do a minimum of 5 jobs a day, as long as I accept 5 jobs a day, I should hit the $50. Like you can see right now, I've accepted 2 jobs so far today, and I'm already over the $20 mark. Oh, more construction. Construction never ends in this town. The moment they finish construction, they start doing more construction again, and it just never ends. Oh, something's coming in. $18.50 for 15 miles from DoorDash. Nope. $3, 6 miles. We're getting closer to where all the action is. That's why offers are coming in. I'm kind of hoping I don't get anything, so I just get back home and I can have some cottage cheese and some apple, a little glass of water, watch some TikToks, relax for a while, and then just do like maybe 1 or 2 more and the day's over. That's kind of like what I'm kind of hoping for, but at the same time, I would like to just, not waste miles. I would love to not be dead miling right now. So I'm very conflicted at the moment. Oh, this light takes forever. The light right here does not know what to do because I'm driving currently on the wrong side of the road, and normally there's like pressure plates or whatever beneath the road when you come to the intersection, so the light knows when to turn green. And because of where we're positioned due to construction, the light only turns based on a timer right now, and they have that timer set very badly against people going this direction. So it's a long, long red light, and it turns red real fast. It's very mean. It's a very nasty light. So we're gonna have to just be patient here, and maybe an offer will come in because right now I'm right across from the Vaughn's Market, and I do get offers from this market. So maybe while we're sitting here for the duration, something will come in. And I'll be like, oh, thank goodness this light was so long. If it wasn't for this super long light, I wouldn't have got this Vaughn's order. Yeah. Probably not. Well, we're moving. Oh, the light's staying green. I think I'm going to make it through. Oh, thank goodness. Made it. Traffic's very heavy. It's about 10 minutes till 9 a.m. A lot of people still commuting, trying to get to work, trying to get that money. Just gotta be patient as I make my way back. Overall today, I would say is I would say it's a normal day, but it could be. I wish there were better offers. $6, 4 miles. No. I wish there were better offers, and I wish traffic was a little bit more lighter. $4, 5 miles. It's like the lights are not friendly either. So we got lots of traffic. The lights are not friendly. Offers are not good right now. All in all, not a very good day. I mean, it's average. It's slightly bad. I wouldn't call this a terrible day, I would call it somewhere between normal and terrible. I don't know what you would call that. I call it meh. It's a meh day. Not so fabulous. Well, let's just wait and see what happens. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do to make this, make the offers come in. It's definitely not a day to park, that's for sure. Based on what's happening right now, I would highly recommend you not park and wait if you can just head home and get offers from your house. If I couldn't get offers from my house, I don't know if I could do this job. I would probably just do Uber. I would probably just drive people around, because you can get a lot of work doing Uber and Lyft, just driving people locally. You know, you just look for really short rides and just keep doing short rides. You get $5 here, $5 there. The people start to tip, and then you end up only, for me to get to $50 in doing Uber, I would have to only probably do about 6 rides. 6 rides would probably get me to the goal. $15, 15 miles. The only problem with the driving people around, of course, has its negatives. A lot more negatives than delivering stuff. I mean, the smell alone is not worth driving people around. $4.45 for half a mile. $6 for 4 miles. You guys know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you get these people in your car if you drive people, and the smell is just so awful. It just makes you want to just scream. It makes you want to scream at the customer and scream at your life. $3.25, 2 miles. That's why I won't drive people. People is just too unpredictable. If you could only know the type of person that's getting in your car, that they have, that they're sanitary, that they actually bathe, they don't smell like they just rolled out of a garbage can, then you would be like, oh, I don't mind driving people around. But you just don't know. I've had people get in my car like I'm an ambulance, and they're like bleeding, and they're like, take me to the hospital. $8, 16 miles. You get so many types of people that with crazy situations. Just absolutely crazy. At least this is very manageable. There's nothing in my car that is alive, except for occasional, things from a pet store like crickets or goldfish. Sometimes I'll get live creatures in my car, but they're tiny and they're not dangerous. They're not gonna, they don't smell. They're a little creepy, but they're not that bad. I got the next offer. It's from Uber Eats. I'm gonna go to Albertsons and shop for 13 items. I'm gonna get $15.61 for 6 miles. I made it back home. I had cottage cheese, apple. I had a little bit of peanut butter and jelly on Ezekiel bread. I watched lots of TikToks, and it's now 9:19 a.m. And this looks like this is going to be the last one. So we're not going to hit $50. And it has nothing to do with the amount of time that has passed. As far as, well, it does partially, because it is, when I finish this job, it's probably going to be almost 10:30. So I'm not going to have enough time to do another one after this one. And the other thing is that I have a limit of no more than 35 miles on the car per day. So once I complete this job and head back home, that's going to add 12 miles to the car. So that means I'm going to be somewhere in the low 30s when I complete this assignment. And so there's not enough miles to do another one. So yeah, this is going to do it. So it looks like there's only going to be 3 jobs today. And then the money that I've made is going to total, 26, 36, probably about $41 is my best guess. Although you guys know, since I've already put this video together, and I always put the actual total in the title of the video so you know how much I actually made. And yeah,
But that's fine how much money I made. It's not like I had to hit $50 or anything. It's really, for me, it's more about just getting out and just seeing what happens. Trying to set certain parameters so that way I get the kind of jobs that are fair for me, and also they make sure that I'm not abusing my car in a way that's going to shorten the projected lifespan of this car. Because ideally, I would like this car to last probably another 10 years. So that would be probably another 100 and maybe 120,000 more miles. So I don't know what that would put the car at, if it would still be alive at that point, because 106, that's probably 280. That's almost 300,000 miles I would be putting on this car. So maybe it would last that long. I don't know. I don't know what, I mean, people just, from what I read on the internet, they say a car will last as long as how well you care for it. So as long as I do the regular servicing and, if major things have to be done, I'd rather just pay the money to have the major things done than get another car, because, the price of cars just keep going higher and higher. And this car is really just, its main purpose is to make some money. It's a money machine. So, it's not about comfort or style or anything. So if I can just, throw money into it, that's going to just keep it going till I hit that mark, that'll be fine with me. I mean, unless it's real close. Like if this car finally just poops out after, let's say, 7 years or whatever, it's like I would just get another one. I'd go, okay, you made it close enough to 10 years. But if only 5 years have passed, I would probably still sink some more money into this car, knowing that it'll give me another 5 years of life to make some money. So I don't know. I think it's just case by case basis, depending on what it is and how much does it cost to repair and all that other stuff. Because I could always get a used Prius if I had to, which wouldn't be as expensive as a new Prius. But I don't know. Knowing me, I would get a new one. I would just be like, you know what? If I'm gonna spend that much money, I want something that is new, not used. So I'm not a real fan of spending thousands and thousands of dollars, and the car looks like, it has all these defects to it because somebody else has driven it and not cared for it properly. So I guess it would depend on the used car. It's hard to find a used car that doesn't look used. I mean, they usually look fine on the outside, but you get to the interior and you can tell, like, things look worn from, people's filthy hands and the oil in their skin messing up the look of the steering wheel, or the buttons. The buttons have this filth and grime on them, or you can tell they're like faded out from a million people pressing the buttons or whatever. So yeah, we'll see. Who knows? That's in the future. It's nothing for me to obsess about right now. And I don't know what we're shopping for. We'll find out when I get there as I'm going along. This is the last one. I don't really care what it is. It's like, let's just get this done. Let's just get this done and do a wrap up. Alright, well, there was almost no lights getting here to Albertsons, so that was good news. A smooth transition to the market. Now let's see what parking's like. Is there any parking spots available? Something near the cart return? I think there's one right here. Yeah, this one will work. Alright, let's go in and make some money. Watermelon bowl, Hawaiian rolls, pineapple bowl, shredded lettuce, 4 avocados, 2 cucumbers, zester grater, substitute box grater, Kraft singles, turkey slices, ground turkey, broom with dustpan. Down you go. Alright, Myers hand soap. This is the last item and I'm waiting for approval on the substitutes. Well, We did it. 9 minutes, 2.7 miles. It's a house. It's a leave at the door. Oh. I wasn't expecting to be shopping for a broom. That was, I'm glad it was one of the last items that I shopped for because it made it very difficult to push the cart with this long pole at the bottom of the grocery cart. And I didn't know where else to put it. It's like I could have put it in the top of the shopping cart, but then that long pole would have been pointing towards my face. And if I turned it the other way, it would have been like a dangerous weapon pointing towards customers as I was turning the cart. So I was like, well, this is the only place seems logical to put this broom and dustpan. So I put it on the bottom, and then I don't think anything else particularly was troublesome. There was a couple of substitutes. There was the cheese grater. They wanted a collapsible one. They didn't have any. So I had to give them the traditional one that's like in the shape of a little box. And then they wanted a small pineapple, a cup, the pineapple cup. They didn't have any. They only had bowls. So I just got them a bowl. And then I sent them a message. I said, please approve substitutes. And as usual, no response from the customer, as usual. So I sent them a follow-up message saying, I will get the substitutes. And that was it. And that's just the standard procedure. As long as you know that it's close enough to what they want, just get it. But you have to make sure you communicate that that's what you're doing. And then you hit the buttons that you approve the substitutes. When I first started doing it, I would not get them the substitutes, and boy, that did not work out. The customers would get so upset that you didn't even try to get them anything. And I guess there's a button they must hit on their end that allows for the option for substitutes. So if you can see substitutes when you say that something's not in stock, then get a substitute if you know sensibly it's a good, decent substitute. Oh, this driver in front of me is going so slow. I don't know why. Why are they accelerating so slow? They must be looking at their phone. I bet you they're lost. Anytime someone's driving this slow, they're either lost or they're looking at their phone, like they're chatting with somebody on their phone. And they're not paying any attention. Yep. And they're getting on the freeway. God, I'm glad I'm not following them on the freeway. They were going so slow. Painful, like they were in no hurry whatsoever. There's a certain portion of the population, I think, that actually live in their cars, and they're in absolutely no hurry where they're going, because it's like their house is on wheels, and they're just trying to stay cool and get it, and they're in no hurry because they probably are unemployed and got nothing to do. I know there's that certain portion of the population that is what they call that unhoused. Is that the modern term for it? Unhoused. So yeah, there's a lot of that going on for sure. Definitely a lot of that going on. Definitely no shortage of people that don't have houses, so they're either living in their car or they're couch surfing. They're sleeping on friends and relatives' couches until they can get a place to get back on their feet. I had a relative like that when I was a kid, and they ended up building they built a clubhouse in our backyard. They just got wood and plywood, and they just built themselves a little home in the backyard of our house. I remember that as a kid, and I always thought that was so strange, but I'm like, wow, okay. And then they ran a power cord from the house to the shack, and it was crazy. I was like, wow, do people actually, I was gonna believe. I'm like, wow, I can't believe that they actually are doing this. Even as a kid, I thought it was awfully strange that this was happening. And then eventually they left and weren't living in that constructed
tiny home. It was really like a storage shed is what they built. It wasn't really like a house. And I remember when they finally left, us kids, we would sleep in it in the summertime just for fun. And man, there were so many spiders and bugs in there. It was dangerous. We said, "Oh, we shouldn't be doing this. It's not safe." And so we did it. I think we just did it for a few times, and then we just stopped. And then I think eventually it was torn down eventually, and I don't remember who tore it down. I just remember at some point it was gone. So, but this was way back in the day. This was in the 1970s. So the world was so different back then. It was almost like the Little Rascals period. It was things were so old-fashioned back then that you can get away with a lot more things back then than you can now. And what do I remember about that shack? Another thing I remember is that we the family did not own that house. It was a rental, and yet we were still doing all these crazy things. So, but I don't think the people that rented the property to our family, I don't think they cared, or they didn't pay much attention to what was going on, because that house had so many problems. There were so many rats that we had in that house. It wasn't even funny. I used to hear the rat trap snapping in the middle of the night all the time. And we had a cat, and the cat would never eat any of the mice, but we had a black cat. And the cat I don't remember that cat ever catching a mouse. I think that cat just hung out and had a good time. And it was an outdoor cat, so sometimes the cat would be in the house, and sometimes the cat would just be wandering the fields outside. And this was in Southern California back in the day when there was plenty of room, and it wasn't as crowded as it is now. Now you can just forget it. You can't find any place anymore in the world where you can get your own peace, it seems like. I mean, unless you go to like desert areas that are way on the outskirts, and those places can be kind of dangerous. We have another 0.3 miles to go. One more minute. I gotta cross this light coming up. Its time is 9:52. I have 27 miles on the car. I guess I'll reset my DoorDash just in case a miracle comes in. I got 8 minutes left on my DoorDash. I'm resetting it. Pause, unpause. I mean, maybe something will come in that'll be so tempting it'll be worth eating some miles. Although I only got 30 minutes left in my day. It would have to be really tempting and not something difficult. Alright. It's coming up on the right-hand side. And it is just to leave at the door, as I recall. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Wow. Alright, we're here. Let's do it. I have to make two brooms. Thank you! One with the broom. Good stuff. Oh my gosh. The cheese grater destroyed the shopping bag, and it tore, and the cheese graters almost fell on the floor. Almost a disaster. But whatever, I just made it work. I just did the best I could to make everything look properly dropped off. Time is 9:55. I have 27 miles on the car. I'm getting 68 miles to the gallon. And now maybe something will come in as I make my way back home. If not, that is it. We did not hit the goal. At least not at the moment. What's going to happen next. I mean, it's almost 10 o'clock. I got really 30 minutes left, but I only have about 7 miles left on the car to utilize it. I mean, something maybe could happen. We're going to be heading right into a hotspot area in a little bit once I get towards Valley Verde. But for right now, I don't think there's anything going to happen right now, because we're not in a hot spot right now. So that drop off, the delivery, everything was fine. There was nothing too
horrific, or about the only dramatic thing that happened on this one was the bag tore. But there was only 3 items in that bag. There was 2 different cheese graters, and then there was the hand soap. So I just put the hand soap in another bag. $8, 16 miles. I put the hand soap in a bag that had the produce. It had like some cucumbers and avocados, and they were separate in their own little, they're in those plastic cellophane or plastic bags, produce bags. So it was the right call. And yeah, I don't think anything else too unusual occurred at that drop off or at the market, and everything's just good. I'm just trying to get home as fast as I can. I'm just making a direct line to get back, and as soon as I get close enough to home where I feel confident that I wouldn't accept any more offers, that's when I'm going to just shut off the app and be done for today. Temperature is 89 degrees, 29 miles on the car, 67 miles to the gallon, and that's it. And it's almost 10 o'clock. We are almost done. I forgot to put my passenger seat back up. I folded it down so I could fit the broom back there. I meant to put it back up, but I always forget. $5, 3.5 miles. I always forget to do that. I just can't, the moment I finish doing a drop off at a residence, I just can't wait to get out of there. You don't want the person to be like, "Oh, I have a question for you. Could you help me? Could you help mow my lawn for me? Could you take my trash to the curb for me?" You just never know what the customers are going to do if you see them. They're always looking for some kind of edge to get something done for free. And they always do it in a way where you wonder, like, well, maybe they'll give me an extra tip. Maybe they'll give me some cash. So you always feel in your mind that you can't say no. I mean, unless it's something really extreme, Like, could you re-roof my house for me while you're here? Or can you repaint my house? Anything that's outrageous, of course you're not going to do it. Can you unclog my toilet? But if it's something simple, like a simple, moving something around or lifting something, and it's not too extreme, you always do it with the chance, like, well, maybe they'll give me $5, $10, $20. I had one guy give me $20 because I put solar salt in his water softener system. So that was definitely worth it. But I've had other people ask me to do the very same thing, and they didn't pay me nothing. Oh gosh, it's heavy. I can't do it. I can't. Sorry. It was a good one. $19 for just 3 miles, but it was shopping for a bunch of items, and I don't have the bandwidth. I don't have the time to do it. So that would have helped. I would have hit the goal, but no. Another reason why I didn't want is Uber Eats said it was heavy. And that's the last thing I want to do is lift something heavy. So that was a bummer. It was almost $20. That would have made me hit the goal. Just unfortunate. I have other things I have to do today, so I have to be home in 30 minutes. So the next thing I get, it cannot be something that's that time consuming. It has to be a quick pickup and drop off. Oh well. And now the app is telling me that the flat rates are now available. So you could make currently $13 an hour if you are interested in doing the flat or the earn by time is what it's called. I think Uber Eats calls it flat rate, but I think everybody that does this gig work, we all think of it as in the terms of it being called earn by time. So that's what I'm going to refer to it as, even though Uber Eats likes to use different terminology for DoorDash. So there's no like copyright violations, I guess. They all have their own terms, and they don't want to feel like they're stealing terminology from the other apps or whatever. If it's if it's some sort of new way to do things,
or a new phrasing for that represents some type of task or whatever, or rule. So yeah, but we're almost done. It is now 10:01, and I kind of feel a little bit sad about not doing that shopping one, because that would have been good. It was probably for the best. I was having muscle spasms earlier this morning, so it's probably for the best that I didn't get that one. My body was saying no, 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 no. Alright, I got the next one, and it's coming in from Uber Eats. I'm shocked. $16.45 for 3.1 miles to go to Sprouts and shop for 6 items. Holy smokes, I cannot believe it. We did it. We actually hit the $50. I was ready to just say my goodbyes. I thought we were done. But we totally lucked out. And this was going to be 10 times easier than the one I was talking about that was $20. Because it was like 19 items for like $19 and change. This is like the universe telling me, you know, you need your $50 before you go home. Do this one more. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I might be a little late for what I have planned for later today, but that's just the way it goes. I'll just be a little late, probably like 10 minutes or something. This shouldn't take that long. It's only 6 items, and I know how to shop at Sprouts. The only thing that could mess me up would be if there's a long line at the register to get out of there. We'll see what happens. There could be a long line. But I'm going to just try to be as efficient as possible to get these items and get out of there and drop it off. Let me see if I'm shopping for anything difficult. Oh, shoot. I got to buy some roses, a dozen roses. Oh, gosh. A huge thing of toilet paper, laundry detergent. Every item is like a really large size. A huge box of kettle chips. Oh boy. They always trick you. They make it seem so simple. Then they're like, surprise! That's why we're paying you a lot of money for the low miles. It's gonna take me a while, I think. And the flowers, good gravy. Sometimes it's really hard to find flowers. Sometimes they're completely out of stock, and then there goes the tip. There goes all that money that was promised me, because this is Uber Eats. They can easily lower the tip just because they feel like it, so we'll see what happens. We're here, let's park it and go into Sprouts. 1 dozen roses, laundry detergent, toilet paper, kettle chips, big box, crackers, organic almond milk. I'm all done, let's check out. That was not hard at all. I thought it was going to be so difficult when I saw those flowers, and nothing was difficult about that at all. And there were plenty of registers open. I did not have to worry about how long it took me to check out. That was just super fast. The time is only 10:14 a.m. I've got a 5-minute drive, 1.7 miles. We're going to an apartment, and it's a leave at the door. All right, the only downside is we're going to an apartment. And if they give me a gate code, yeah, okay, good. So at least we got a gate code, something. All right, and this drop-off is not going to be far. It's close. It's going to be very easy for me to head back home, I think, after I drop this off. So everything's good.
I technically should still be home by 10:30, but let me hit the stop new request because I don't want any more work. I am done. Oh, I can't believe it. I was so certain that once I rejected that Albertsons order for $19 and change, and I thought, oh, that's it. The day's over. The best I can hope to get is maybe like a $7 order or $5 order or something really tiny, and that's just gonna do it, if anything. So for this to come in, what a shocker. I am really surprised. Oh, and the temperature now is 90 degrees. I currently have 32 miles on the car. It looks like when I drop this off, I will have about 34 miles on the car. And then of course I gotta head home. So I'm gonna go over the limit, but not by a significant amount. And I just think about all the days where I was under. There have been some days where I only put like 20 miles on the car. So I think it all averages out. I really would have probably taken that other order if I didn't have that if my time wasn't limited today to a really tight schedule. I probably would have taken that previous one, and in a way it was good because now I got this one, which is so much easier and so many less miles. So you just never know. You really never know what's the right decision to make as far as accepting or rejecting an offer. You just have to set your parameters and hope that that it's going to pay off for you. Even how I do it, some days it works in my favor and some days it doesn't. The only thing I know for sure that if I take lesser orders, like the $5 and the $6 orders, is much more work to get to $50. That's the one thing I know for sure. Because those tiny offers are like little drops in the bucket when it comes to hitting the goal. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way. Oh no. Oh no, I gotta go back. Oh, it says no U-turn. Oh no, I went the wrong way. Gosh darn it. Oh, I blew it, guys. I thought that this apartment was on another side of was on a different street. I thought it was a completely different apartment, and now I really need to make a U-turn, but you can't make a U-turn on this intersection. So I've got to make a left and then another left, or I'll probably end up coming back over here because I don't think the code box works at the. Oh man, I totally blew it. This is gonna take me so much longer now. Let's see, what can I do to resolve this problem? What I could do, I think I might just make a left into the complex and just wait for somebody to come out, because it's a little after 10, so there's a lot of people coming and going from the apartment complex. So all I need is for either the left gate or the right gate to open up, and I can get into the complex, and then I'll be golden. Whew. Well, I really slipped up. I thought this was an apartment complex on Eastern and Horizon Ridge, but it's actually on this street on Eastern. Oh, I messed up. Oh, and look at all the cars that are blocking me from making my left turn. Oh no. What a mistake. This was a big boo-boo. Now I gotta hope I don't get into a car accident. At least the gate's open. That's one good thing. But man, these cars are ruthless. Oh, it is so backed up, and everybody is so... They could care less. They could absolutely care less about me getting through. 100%. They're like, we don't care if you make it. At all. They do not want me to get through. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I'm stuck. Big, bad decision. These are all the people from Anthem. They are so selfish. That's just how they are here. That's how this town is.
The people here only care about themselves. They could have, in theory, have let me through, but no. And now some of them are so not so smart. They're like, oh, we'll let you through now. I'm like, don't bother. Just get out of my way. Keep driving so I can go. And hurry before the next batch of cars come. Let me go real slow now. I'm like, speed up. Would you just go? Gosh darn. That last lady taking her sweet time. Let's see if the gate's open. Alright, the gate's open. Woo woo. What is the building number? Okay, I see the building number. Let's try to find building number 7. Should be coming up on the left. And I believe this is just to leave at the door, so we should be fine. We're almost done. I see building number 8. Oh, I think it's gonna be this building here. Yes, it's this building here. I'm gonna park it and then we'll go drop it off. Let's see if we can find it. Could it be this one? Let's see, this one. Thank you. Done. The customer sent me a message that says knock on the door when you arrive. So I knocked on the door thinking that they would come out. They never did. So I just set everything in front of the door and off I went. And now we're golden. Get me out of here and get me home. 10:24 a.m. 34 miles on the car, 61 miles to the gallon. 90 degrees.